I just pulled over here briefly to share something I've been wanting to share as well, because everybody needs to have their own way of doing things. Now, I haven't been driving for a long time. I've only been driving for a few minutes out of town, but this was an ideal spot to show you this. If you've been driving some long miles on the road and you want to pull over for a rest, sometimes just pulling over and getting off and sitting on a bench isn't enough. And you want to limber up a little bit. And I'll tell you right now, I'm not a workout guy. I'm not a guy who gets up at 6 in the morning and pumps iron or does anything like that. I don't jog very well. I just hate working out and doing exercise. So what I'm going to show you is the limber up workout for the guy that never works out. Okay, so if you're like me and you're in your 50s and or older and you get stiff on the bike, you get sore on the bike, you need to limber up so you feel better on the bike and you feel better in control, and the better you feel, the more you're going to enjoy your day. So here's what I do as my limber up, or my short little workout for a guy that doesn't like to work out. Okay, so here's what we do. It's very quick, very simple. I usually like to find a picnic table or something like that, but because of COVID, all the picnic tables are gone, so you just got to make do. So I found this rock, and this will work. Okay, so all you do is, you've been driving 400 clicks and you really need to rest before you do that last 100 clicks. So just start with your head and rotate it 3 times one direction and 3 times the other direction. Then your arms, 1, 2, 3, and in the other direction, 1, 2, 3. Nice big windmills. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And you see what I'm doing is I'm rotating every joint of my body 3 times in both directions, going from the top down. Now I'm down to my wrists. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Fingers, you just shake them out really good. And then you go to your upper abdomen. 1, 2, 3. Other way. 1, 2, 3. Now your hips or your waist. 1. Nice big circles. Take your time with this. You don't want to throw your back out. 2. You'll feel this in the hips. You'll feel them loosening up. 1, 2, 3, and I'll just speed it up for the rest, as you can tell. Okay, now some very simple stretches, because old guys like me with long legs, they get very stiff in the hips and the hamstrings. So if you can loosen those up, you can move around better. Better for getting on and off a bike too. So you find a picnic table or something like this that's about crotch level, and then depending how flexible you are, I'm not flexible at all, so this is probably going to look funny to you if you're flexible, but anyway, put your leg up there and practice your balance. Now don't try to straighten your leg or be a gymnast. Remember, this is a guy that doesn't work out. You just want to relax it where it wants to go, as far as it wants to go, and then after a minute you can kind of stretch it out a little bit until you feel the stretch. That's good. Now remember, when you pull your leg up, to pull it up to your chest first before you drop your leg. Otherwise you could possibly pull a muscle. Alright, so now you want to balance on the other foot. Just feel it all the way down here, and then the hips. See, I'm noticing that working on balance as well. And then push in. Now you can stretch the fronts like this. And this. And that's it. That's your, if you're pulling over at a rest stop and you've done a lot of miles and you just need to limber up a little bit, you should be good for another 100 clicks or so before you start to stiffen up. Because if you push it too hard without stopping and limbering a little bit, you're going to start running into some real problems like leg cramps and stuff like that. And you get a leg cramp on the highway and there's no place to pull over, that could be a dangerous situation. So just remember to pull over, limber up a bit. Even if you're a guy that doesn't work out much, you could still do that and it'll help.
All right, I know I said goodbye, but I'm back again because I want to do one more thing before I start heading back from Lion's Head and heading back on the long trek home. Earlier today, you saw me doing a UE, and you could see how badly I suck at it. So I need some practice. So we're going to practice a little more turns. I really wouldn't call them UEs at this point, but let's call them turns. And maybe we could work our way up to UEs. Found a nice parking lot here. So, I'm going to keep my speed up a little bit. We're going to see how many lines we can go. Turning, looking, turning, keeping the throttle on, a little bit of brake. Oh, I know, I'm hardly leaning the bike at all. It's supposed to lean it a lot more. I'm well aware. It's easier said than done. Okay, let's lean this bike. And the more you lean it, the more you turn, the more throttle you need. How many did I get there? About 3.5 car widths. Let's try it again, see how many we get. Lean, turn, look. Let her go, let her go. Don't be afraid, don't be afraid. Hey, that was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 car widths. Oh my god, I suck. Alright, come on. Lean, turn. You're trying to do a UE on a road here. You suck, you suck. Okay, let's go to the right. Okay, let's go. Counterbalance. Look at where I want to go. I'm looking to the left. Counterbalance. Just try to turn now. Forget the lines. I guess it's just the fear that if you turn the bars too much, it's going to lock up the front tire and you're going to go down. I don't know. Turn, counterbox. I know that if you put a little gas to it, it's not going to go down. At least as far as I know. You're turning, looking left, looking where I want to go. There, I got it down to 4 widths. I know, I should be able to do this within 2. Come on, lean it, lean it, lean it. Alright, let's try the other way. Turning, counterbacks, looking, leaning. Such a wide angle I'm taking, it's terrible. Let's go the other way. Counterbalance, looking where I want to go. Alright, let's go over here. Okay, really lean that bike, give it a little gas, lean, and look where you want to go. You're right, I wasn't looking the right way. Okay. Like I said, I'm really rusty, haven't been riding for a bit. I gotta get my skills honed, and there's a lot of honing to do. Lots of honing. Alright, let's go, lean, counterbalance. Counterbalance. Ah, there you go. Lean, counterbalance. Well, I know my problem already. Feel free to put it in the comments if you want. But what I noticed myself is I can't lean the bike enough. I know I'm supposed to lean it more, but maybe it's just this kind of bike. And that bird up there, he's looking at me like, come on, man, you could do better than that. He wasn't impressed. Somehow I gotta lean that bike more. I try to lean it, but it just won't lean. Unless I really push it down to fall it over. Maybe it won't. Anyway, I'll keep working on that and we'll see if we can get better. Well, I guess for real this time, that's about it. Because I'm just heading back now. And I'm not going to do too much more. We've already filmed, so I'm going back the way I came because Highway 6 isn't that fun. This is a much nicer road. So I'm going to say my goodbyes and we'll see you in the next episode.